Hi, hello. So this is my getting ready video. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Obviously, you've got to edit it. But me and Abby were meant to do something similar last week, but didn't go to as planned. So here is my getting ready video. So to start off with is we're gonna be doing the eyebrows. I've got a mirror here, so kind of like line them how you want them to look like, and you fill them out. And to be honest, I think I do need a better brush when it comes to doing my eyebrows to get like the accuracy and stuff. But I've had this makeup brush since I was like, I think 17. And to be quite honest, I generally don't get people that like always spend their money on makeup. Like, I'm so scared because I bought this. I'm like, not being funny, but you don't need about 100 makeup products to make yourself look pretty. And at the end of the day, it comes down to skill. If you've got it, you haven't got it. And yes, like the type of like makeup you have does have a big impact on the quality and how it turns out. But ultimately, I think it comes down to you as a person and how you do it. Like, I barely buy any new makeup. I think the last time I bought makeup was last year in August, and it was buying the blue lipstick, which I wanted for when I went to when I went on holiday, and didn't even end up using it. So yeah. So then right after we've like kind of lined our eyebrows, so you're like, right, they look pretty suave. Sometimes I tend to go over a little bit, but I can always like fix that, like a little bit of a monobrow. Who doesn't love a monobrow? I genuinely think monobrows are pretty. Like, personally, I wouldn't do it myself, but that shit bags. And then to shape my eyebrows with concealer. Again, I don't use concealer. I use this is a foundation that I got from Sleek like many years ago, which is only like 2 years ago, to be honest. And I like it because it's not too light, and I actually did get a concealer from Primark, and it was so light. Like, in pictures it looks fucking dreadful, but this is like a good tone because it matches my skin tone in a way that a concealer should. I feel like I also don't have a lot of patience when it comes to buying makeup products. I'm like, right, that looks legitimate, so why not? So then what you do is you line at the bottom. That. And then next you go like that. So over the about maybe year or so, about 8 months, maybe like 10 months, you know what, who really cares, about some long time ago, not quite like a year, I noticed that I used to wear like the whole eyebrows, the eyeshadow, the concealer, like the heavy makeup and the setting. And I think that was because when I was in school, that was how I thought makeup was meant to be. And when I met one of my friends, Hannah, and Abby as well, like my best friends, they honestly like the most beautiful human beings ever, like fucking tidy. And I love how they do their makeup because it's like light and wow, it's like simple but so effective. And I always felt like I didn't have the kind of face to do like a light face because I didn't think I was like pretty enough. But obviously you get over that and you realize you are indeed pretty enough. So now I try to do my makeup light, like only maybe like special occasions that I will do like eyeliner, like proper eyeshadow sort of thing, because I like my face to breathe. I have a like, my skin can be good or bad. It's quite whatever it wants to be. They're so uneven, but at the end of the day, who's actually going to be paying attention? Not this gal. And then can't remember what I was saying. Something about light makeup. So yeah, the lighter the better. Your skin breathes more. Oh yeah, so fuck those. But next on we're going to be doing the eyes, and I don't have primer. I used to have primer, but again, I think it was the primer that Abby gave me because her mum, this was like back when we lived together about 2 years ago, she gave her like this blue primer. I think it was for Christmas. She got her like a little makeup box. It had some really good like quality stuff, and like the stuff on its own is so fucking expensive. And I used that for a bit. Again, didn't really see much difference. Just made my skin all moisturized. So now I'm gonna be using the Morphe palette again. I think it's N35N. Abby got this for me for Christmas about maybe 3 years ago. This is what I mean. I generally don't buy like makeup. I've had this for 3 years, and it's got all the colors I need to. And I have got like some other like cheap stuff like Mua from like Revolution. Again, Revolution, shock, Revolution. And if I'm feeling color, it's like I use this one because it's got all the colors and everything. So what I'm gonna do is take this shade here. As you can tell, it's like used a lot. I usually use it in all my makeups, and I kind of go around like the creasy area. I don't know what that's called. When I always watch makeup tutorials, I always have a name. I guess it's like, oh, transition shadow. That's the one. Oh, it's Bob Dylan playing in the background. You love to see it. Can I change this? Like, not that I want to change it, but it's a bit sad, isn't it? Should have put a better playlist. I know I should have. But so then I put that as my transition shadow. And then we're wearing something red tonight, and I don't want to be like too flashy because I feel like I've got my trousers, they're red, so that's already like whoa in your face, and again I'm an in your face person. And then next what I do is I also take this one and again put it in the transition shadow. I like to make it look like orangey as possible. Again, I could have gone through the whole effort of putting concealer to make it stick, but I'm not letting my skin really breathe as much as it should. Maybe this is why I should invest in a good primer so it makes the colour pop. But again, don't really give a fuck. So once that's done, what I like to do for like a dramatic look is I get, it's not like blackest per se, but this one is like a brown, and then I go over my eyelids. I don't know if you can see it going. I'm gonna do that again. And then what I do after that is, it's like a dark red next to it, and then just see where the transition shadow is. Like, just go underneath then to like kind of define like this bit. And do it as if you're going like that, not down the way. I feel like if I go down the way, it kind of makes my eyes look a bit droopy, so I like to give it a little bit of like room to not look droopy. So yeah. And then what I like to do is I like to get this brush, and then again I go down in the blacky kind of eyeshadow and blend. The best thing anyone can ever do if you're shit at makeup is just blend. Blend like there's no tomorrow. If you're gonna be late, it's better to be late because you're blending. And am I gonna be late? Probably. I'm always late for like things, but I try not to be because it's not cool or fashionable to be late. Although it's called fashionably late because I'm fucking cool as shit. I'm hard as nails. Ooh, actually, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But and then yeah, and then that kind of happens. Trust me, it's all gonna come together at the end. Ah, my palette. And then I get this Fenty that I've had. Again, I got this last year at the start of, was it start of last year? And honestly, some of it is actually spilled over because this was actually faulty bottle. I was meant to go back, but I couldn't be fucking arsed. Who gives a fuck? So what I did was like, in between here, it was spilling out. So I kind of got like some thread and then just put it around, and it's pretty much helped. And I'm pretty sure that this is like 3/4 of the way after everything being spilled out. So this is what I mean when people always buy me makeup. Like, what the fuck? How much foundation do you use? Like, I would say I probably use makeup whenever I go out. So maybe like 2 times a week or once a week, depending on my mood. And that's the only time I wear makeup. Work, no. Those motherfuckers don't deserve me to see me at my best. And what I love about this foundation is that it smells good. And the coverage is insane. Like, it's good. Oh, people always say it's in the shade. It's in the shade of... This is awkward. This is really awkward because I don't know the shade. Oh! It's at the bottom. It's $4.50. Yeah. So then you just put the foundation all over your face, kind of thing. And again, as you can tell, pretty much not giving a fuck. Just kind of... Because I like to let my skin breathe, I'm not going to put on another layer. That's good enough for me. Most likely it's going to sweat out. So I've had a cold. I've been ill like a lot. I've got a blood test on Friday to see why that's happening, and I don't have AIDS. Not that there's anything wrong with AIDS that happens, but I don't have that. I thought I did for a bit, but I didn't. I mean, you'd have to have sex to have that. I'm probably gonna edit this out because no. So I'm just gonna do that. People always do their neck, but again, don't give a fuck. So then next, what I like to do, this is, I've had this for about 4 years. I have another one in a darker shade, 365 and 350. Before, I used to mix them together to make a foundation for my tone. It worked brilliantly. And then this for the concealer, and then this for the contour. So I take this and then use it as concealer. Just gonna dab it. It's pretty much running out again. I think I've had this for about 2-3 years. I mean, it's still there because I don't know if makeup does expire, but to be honest, right, who does not expire? Okay, maybe it's time. Oh, so I got my first rugby injury and it's on my chin. You can't really see it, but it hurts like a bitch. So you just kind of tap that in there. Conceal that shit. Don't know why we do that. And then kind of blend it in. Try to like bring it down and then up. I've just seen it on a oh, it's KRS-One. This is a fucking tune. I'll put it in the link below because I think it's a fucking tune and a half. So then kind of put the concealer. And my mom, the women, this pisses me off because I feel like sometimes makeup people take advantages of, like, not old women, but people who don't know much about their makeup. They gave her this tone. Like, I don't know if you can see. Like, this is so wrong. My mom is, like, a little bit darker than me. She's darker, but she's got, like, more warmer tones. And I would say that I've got more cooler tones because I did notice that, like, when I look in my veins, it's a little bit more bluey. And they gave her this fucking powder as her foundation. I was like, no. So then she ended up giving it to me. So I just kind of used that to, like, set my face. Not really set, but kind of, like, make the concealer pop up more. I don't know if you can see that. And then to contour. Again, I should probably get different brushes. I do have some brushes, but it's done me this well. Why would I need to make my life more difficult? I used the Fenty it's an espresso matchstick. Again, I bought this along with this. Again, been over a year. Didn't need to buy one. So then I just kind of go there. I feel like some people tend to have, like, a specific way that suits your face, what kind of face shape you have. But I just kind of do it in a way that's, like, in a way that I think would make me look nice. So the easy way to remember is, like, that way, that way, that way, that and that. Don't know if you can follow that. I do have something in my eye. Is that a glimmer? So then you just kind of blend that in. And what I love about this is that it actually blends in really well. You wouldn't expect it. And if it doesn't blend in really well, then tough shit. You're gonna be looking like a blendless fuck. And to be honest again, people are usually fucked and they don't really give a fuck. I'm just gonna blend in all of that in together. I feel like that's done. Can't really see it though. That's fine by me. And then next what we do is my brother, I actually just realized I've got a lot of Fenty, but this is Bobbi Brown. It's my mom's brand. But my brother got me this for Christmas 2 years ago, and look how much this still is. This shit is amazing. Sorry, I missed a step, and some people do use blusher, but I tend not to really, unless if I'm going for like a colourful look, which I did last week. I had like the blue lips and like the blue eyes, so I did use a blusher because I'm like pop it up. But tonight, you know what? Why not? I'm feeling a blush. I can barely see it, but actually I want myself to like pop. I was watching Doja Cat's Vogue thing about the blush, and they tend to like really emphasize on the pink, and even here, and I think I might try that actually. So you look like cute and like, you know what I mean? It looks better in real life, but I've got the pink there. Wow! I think that's gonna be my new thing. So then now what I do is, again, this is so funny. I've had Baked Revolution bronzer and Baked Revolution Vivid LED highlighter. They don't even have the lids in them. They're in this Dior bag that I got along with some makeup that my mom got me many years ago. It was like a lipstick and perfume. And again, I think I've had these for 4 years or 5 years. So what I do is just kind of like do that, just anywhere, scrape some off, and then highlight my motherfucking face. I do love a highlight because, again, that highlights what you look like. So then I go hard with highlighter. And then I tend to highlight my chin, and then here at the top. I actually don't know why I do this, but I just like it when I've got a bit of a glimmer. It's not sweat, it's like highlight. And then what I then do is I take this brush that is from Eco something. I know that it was Eco something because when I got it, I was like, oh my god, I'm saving the planet by getting brushes that are eco related. It's got a little E. I don't know if you can like see it. And then again, do the same thing, just randomly, and then do my eyes, highlight underneath my eyes to kind of make that pop a little bit. Sometimes it depends if I want like the bronzy kind of look or the LED kind of look. But tonight we're gonna mix up a little bit and go with both of them, like a mixture. Can kind of go over there a little bit because... Oh, I completely forgot to say, what I use for my eyebrows is the Revolution Brow Pomade. It's generally the same as the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a really good dupe. I completely rate it. When I lived with Abby, I used to use her eyebrow stuff, and pretty much more or less the same. And I used to use like pencil liners, and it would always sweat off. Like, I'm such a sweaty person, so really do my thing. And then now what I do is like in the corner of my eyes. I already have quite big eyes, but I like it because I feel like it makes me look like cute. So I'm gonna get the highlighter, and then I kind of like do like a little bit in there. And then what I'm gonna do after this is my nose. What I notice is like after I do my nose and I look in the mirror, it looks really fucked up. So I'm gonna like blend it in like that, so it just doesn't look like a straight line. Can I have a little bit like there? So we've got the highlighter, and then my favourite bit, because I almost did stick apart, is the Fenty shit. So I have a specific brush I use because it's really glittery. I actually do hate glitter, but this is not like glitter. I feel like it's more like shimmer, and I can tolerate. This was from a makeup set from many years ago, like 16, 17 years old, and I've still had it. So then I just take some there and then put there because that shit really makes me pop. And because I'm wearing like a top, like a boob tube, I usually go over with like highlighter and this stuff at the end, but you won't get to see that maybe in my outfit. So fucking hell, I love Jimi Hendrix's On. And then I just go with my finger, like a tiny little bit, close my eyes, and then just like, and then use the other hand to like kind of blend it in. Like that. Honestly, that shit really makes you pop. Just like that. It's like simple, but at the same time it's like, whoa. And then second to last but not least is mascara. So waterproof mascara from Kiko's. That comes with a matching gel from Kiko's, proof gel mascara. I don't usually put it on beforehand, but what I do use for the gel mascara is I use that to do my eyebrows, to like kind of put them in place. Like I feel like the feathered eyebrow is such a trend, but I think sometimes can look fucking horrible, like little porcupines on your face. But if it's done right, funny how I think if it's done right, bitch, you can barely do makeup. Again, I feel like there's not enough product in this brow because it's a bit like sparsely. Is that a word? Sparsely. Again, just like, you know, I just don't really know English, to be honest, even if it is my main language. But again, I go over there. Oh yes, bitch. And then again, I like to have like a hair so it looks natural. Like I completely understand the brow height because they want people to make the eyebrows like a bit more natural, but sometimes I'm like, that shit looks freaky. Like ain't nobody's got brows like that. So this, I feel like I naturally have like, oh, decent lashes. I actually did forget a step. So because I like to make my eyes a little bit more prominent, like catty, and I don't want to do eyeliner because again I've forgotten how to do eyeliner, I get the Revolution dual eyeliner, and can I close my eyes and get it at the top, and then it comes a little bit at the bottom. And what that does is, I don't know if you can see the difference, it's like completely gives you like a shape. And then do that again at the side. And then I get another one of my brush, the Eco thing, and I like kind of blend it in, like blend it out. So like, it looks more like a catty like eyeliner. And then I do like stuff at the bottom of my eyelashes, but just halfway through. Again, I feel like sometimes if you have mascara at the bottom of your eyelashes, it's a hit or miss. It can make you look chavvy, and this is speaking from experience. I just generally think it really does make you look chavvy, but not always. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but it looks already more dramatic. And again, it's like you don't have a lot of makeup, but it has that like wow factor. Look, just like that, like wow, like bitch. Moving on to the mascara. So then, just put your mascara. So what I've noticed is that a lot of people have not problems, like they get mascara on their nose, and I didn't realize that. I never had this problem. I could never relate because, so the other day I was like, oh, I don't know if I have the same problem because I'm not consciously aware of how I do my mascara. And then the other day I was like, right, be self-aware and see how you do your mascara. And I actually do left hand for left eye, right hand for right eye, and it works. I'm not, is it ambidextrous? You know the word where you can use both your hands? I'm not really that, but if my right hand's broken and man's got to pleasure herself, then well, I guess I am that. But you just kind of put your mascara. I try to get it in the corner of my eye there as well. I never used to do that until I seen the big difference it makes to your eyes. And again, this is like not really expensive stuff. It's just like kind of cheapy stuff. And then that's it done. That's me done. And then for setting spray, I actually make my own setting spray because I got the benefit setting spray like maybe I'm 21, 18, 19, 20, 3 years ago. And then I just decided, I was like, right, I looked it up and it's like witch hazel and glycerol, and you can just get that from Boots, which I did, and I've had that for many years. And again, it's like these bottles are still full, so I make like a mixture. I can't remember what the parts I do, but there's like a certain like recipe which I will put on the link below that I follow, and then I just make my own setting spray and it works. So and then, because I feel like sometimes my face looks a bit pale, doesn't look like everything's like together, my favourite bit is like the setting spray. Not a lot, but kind of wets my face, and then when it dries it brings it all together. And tonight I think I'm gonna be going with like my signature purple look. I usually moisturize my lip because I am wearing like a matte, and I use Vaseline to do that. And I completely forgot I had this until I seen one of my bags from ages ago, and I was like, fucking too right. This is the Revolution Salvation Velvet Liquor. They have one of the best matte lipsticks. In school, I went through a phase of just wearing purple lipstick. Like, one of my friends, she was like, are your lips like purple? I was like, no, they're not purple. But fair enough, I did wear a lot of purple. So you just kind of do that. I honestly feel like I'm so lucky that naturally I have big lips. Well, that's what people say. I rate my lips. I like my lips. I do like my face generally overall. I don't hate it. It's got interesting proportions, but I never overline because that shit ain't me. And what I do to avoid getting lipstick on your teeth is you take like your thumb, make sure it's disinfected, you've got the coronavirus, and then you just like do like that, and it's got the lips, and then it won't go on your lips. And then at the top of my Cupid's bow, Rihanna is like such a big fan of this. I get the highlighter brush and then I just kind of go like that. And then that is me done. I don't know if you can see really the makeup. It's still a little bit wet, but I like it. I think it looks okay. So that is me done with my makeup tutorial.